Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of August 10th through the 16th. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg this week. And so, Taurus, the first card that you have coming up on Monday is a good card. This is the Empress. And the Empress card is just talking about really doing some of the things that you love, some of the things that you enjoy, more or less following your happiness on Monday. And I also feel like a lot of you Tauruses are going to be taking some decisions that you've been letting other people make for you, and you are going to be taking those decisions over and making them for yourself. You're going to say, thank you very much, but I think I can do a better job with those decisions than you. So that's what I see for your Monday, Taurus. For Tuesday, what's coming up is the Sun card. Now, this is another really fabulous card. This card is talking about having a day where you are really able to express yourself exactly the way you want to. This is a day when you're feeling really empowered and encouraged. So you're handling things your way on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, what we have showing up is we have the Ace of Clubs in reverse. And the Ace of Clubs in reverse just means that you are passing along some kind of inspiration to somebody else in your life. I do feel like this inspiration is something that is not necessarily, you won't necessarily know that you're passing it along. I feel like on Wednesday you're going to be going out there, living your life, doing your thing, not even really thinking about, what other people might be thinking or feeling as they see you living your life and doing your thing. And it won't be until later that you find out that you really inspired somebody by the way you handled a certain situation. For some of you, this is going to be children or other family members. For others of you, this is going to be co-workers. I am feeling like most of you won't know by the end of the day that you inspired anybody. But some of you, it'll be a couple of days before you hear about it. And some of you, it'll be 2 or 3 weeks. Some of you, it's actually going to be like up to 2 months before somebody says to you, remember that day when you did blah, 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 blah? And you're going to be like, yeah, and they say, well, that really made a big difference for me. So Wednesday, just doing your thing, just living life the way that you would normally live life. You are an inspiration to somebody around you. Now Thursday, what we have coming up for this day is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is talking about the beginning of a new positive emotion. So this is a day when maybe you meet somebody that you think, wow, I kind of like that person. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic interest. This can be somebody that you meet that could be become a new friend, or maybe even somebody, a new business colleague, something like that. The other thing that this card could indicate could be beginning a new project and finding out that you really like it, or a new hobby and discovering that you really like it. Excuse me. So discovering something that you're really liking for the first time, and this shows up in your life on Thursday. Something or someone. Friday is another great card. We have the Strength card. You guys have so many good cards. This is the third major arcana one, so this is a pretty big week for you. Okay, so the Strength card is telling me that you're feeling very comfortable with yourself. You're accepting who you are. You're knowing, okay, I am human. I'm not perfect, but you know what? Those imperfections are not the end of the world. I can do something about them. And a lot of me is really pretty good. I'm happy with a lot of who I am. So this is a really good card to have show up on Friday. It just shows your self-confidence is in a good place, and you're really feeling, you're really in a healthy place about accepting who you are and figuring out what you want to change and what you want to keep the same. Okay, so Saturday, we have an Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, Eight of Cups in reverse, Taurus, just talks about a return to a situation that you had previously left. Generally, when I see the Eight of Cups come up, it talks about a situation where you're putting in more energy and effort than you're getting back, so it's leaving you feeling depleted. And so a lot of times we walk away from those situations. We kind of have to. We have no more energy left for those situations, so we walk away from them. And then whenever this card comes in upside down, what's going on is that situation that we walked away from, now we're walking back into it again for whatever reason. Maybe when we walked away, there were some changes and adjustments made on the other party's part. that now we can walk back into this situation with some hope that it will be better and that we won't feel so drained by it. We'll start to feel replenished by energy transfer that's more even than equal. Whatever is the reason, I do see you on Saturday walking back into a situation that you had walked away from. Now, Sunday, we have the Eight of Swords showing up, and the Eight of Swords is telling me that you have a situation that makes you feel like you don't know how to get out of it, how to move forward with it productively. The problem is when the Eight of Swords card comes up, the problem is that it's all right here. It's all in your own perception. It's all made up in your mind. It's not really a problem or a sticking point or anything that should be shutting you down or keeping you from moving forward, because in reality, it's not. But what happens is we get stuck in our own ways of thinking and what we create in our own minds. And so the key to Sunday is going to be whatever it is that has you feeling stuck. You want to see if you can get a different perspective, kind of back away from it and look at it from a different angle. Even if it helps you to say, I wonder what my neighbor would think if I would tell her this story. How would she react to this? Sometimes that will give us a different perception right off the bat, and it really helps us a lot. So, yeah. Hopefully since you've seen this video, now you'll know to try and get a different perspective, and then this won't have to stay a sticking point or a place that you're kind of stuck with on Sunday. So Taurus, that is your week. For those of you who would like to have a private session with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around a little bit, if you still feel like I'm the best reader for you, go ahead and contact me and we'll schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. Right now, my wait list is not that long. As of this recording, I am still putting people in on the day that you call me or the day after. So this is a good time to come in and get a reading quickly. So everybody, thank you so much for watching, for sharing, for liking, for subscribing. I really appreciate all of your support. It means a great deal to me. Thank you all so much. Everyone, have a great week, and I will see you here next week. Peace out.